Legends roster episode. I got to kind of get doubled up here, move fast at least. I think I missed 2 days, maybe almost like 3. Had a lot of stuff going on, a funeral, a bunch of stuff. But, we back. This is Dale Ellis. Played most of his career, well, I was going to say played most of his career for Seattle. I think he did play the most seasons with Seattle, but he played for a bunch of teams. The season I'm taking is the 88-89 season, 27.5 points a game, 4.2 rebounds. He shot an insane 48% from three-point range. Wow. He's one of the best, he's one of the greatest three-point shooters really in the history of the game. A lot of people don't really realize that unless you really kind of know the game. But he made over 1,700 threes in his career. So I'm not exactly sure where that ranks on the all-time list, but I know it's top 5, I'm pretty sure. So this is Dale Ellis, 6'7", 205 pounds. Like I said, played the majority of his career with the Sonics. He can shoot that rock. Now, he's not ultra athletic or anything like that, but he's a shooter, and this is what he's for. Tried to get that little shot motion together too. I'm liking what it looks like, especially from a distance, which is how you would see it on the game. I'm feeling it. Now, Dale Ellis is not a big dunker or anything like that, or crossing a lot of people over and all that kind of stuff. So you don't need to concentrate on that. And as far as dunking, I know he, can put it down, but not a lot. You're not doing a lot there. So just know that. Well, I went ahead and put him with the old Sonics too, so you could get the whole visualization thing going. And here are the ratings. So you're gonna notice a lot of the shooting. You see here, I hooked him up on the 3. He shot 48% from three-point range that season. Come on, what can I do? What more could I do for him? So I had to make sure he could shoot it. But a lot of the athleticism stuff, he's gonna be a little bit below the position average for that. So got an 82 overall, which I think is been pretty consistent with shooters in his class, like the Glenn Rices and the Reggie Millers. So we've been pretty consistent with that. Let's look at the badges. They only got 8 badges, but 6 of them are gold. That doesn't add up. Oh, one of them is personality thing. So corner specialist, dead eye, limitless range, microwave, unfazed, volume shooter, the fade ace, and reserved. So that's my man, Dale Ellis. Now, this was the hint from the last episode. I was asking you about being a real Rockets fan and how much could you go back. But this is Hall of Famer Calvin Murphy. I believe he's also, I don't know if he still is, but I know he was the announcer for the Rockets. But he's considered, really for the most part, the first really great Rocket. So I took the 73-74 season, 20.4 points, 7.4 assists, 1.9 steals, 2.3 rebounds. Now, Calvin Murphy's only 5'9", but he's known for his ferocity, his energy, his just aggressiveness on the floor. He was a feisty player at 5'9", still averaging 20 points a game. This was even before the three-point shot came in. He shot 52% from the field that season. So, but you see, 5'9", 165. You probably need to see him in the old school Rockets uniform to really have it resonate with you from a visual standpoint. But this is Calvin Murphy. Take a look at the signature stuff I picked for him. Hopefully that works out. And let's see, some of the dribbles, I didn't do too crazy with him. Hit him with a little bit of a crossover. A little behind the back, a little spin, a little hezzo. Look at the signature size up. So I didn't give him a dunk package because 5'9", may have been able to dunk, but didn't give him that. So here we are. He has 27 badges though. Look at this: 6 bronze, 5 silver, and 5 gold. I hooked him up, but he's got only still an 83 overall. So, But see, if you see, he has 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 personality badges. So if that's not a guy that's driven by the personality, then I don't know what is. The 25-year-old version went to Niagara. So there you go. And here are a look at the attributes. He's above average in a lot of categories, but it's kind of a mix here. Could actually also play shooting guard back then. Had a big point guard with him. I guess he could play shooting guard now. But this is my main man, Calvin Murphy. It's almost time. Let's go ahead and take a look at a few highlights from Calvin Murphy like we did for Dale Ellis. And then we'll go ahead and move on to the next and final guy for this episode. Last but not, kind of sort of least, if you look at the overall ratings, is Steve Smith, 6'7", 200 pounds shooting guard. He could play point guard a little bit too. I took the 97-98 version, playing with the Atlanta Hawks. 20.1 points a game, 4.2 rebounds, 4 assists. He shot only 44% from the field with 35% from three-point range. It was kind of hard to pick a season for him because I saw one year he shot 47% from three-point range, but that year he only averaged 11.6 a game. So, couldn't really go with that one. I don't know. This one might be my best one of this episode. This was some relatively tough guys to make here, but I did the best I could. Like I said, 6'7", 200 pounds. Got him with the 2 knee pads on. He also wore Reeboks at one point. Then I don't know if it changed along the way. But this is my main man, Steve. I like the jump shot motion because he didn't jump real high on his shot. So it should be pretty good. Got to put him in the old school Hawks uniform too, like I said, to make the visual representation jump out at you. That's what we got to do. His signature size up is quite slow. I don't like that dunk. I got to change that one. I don't think he's quite doing that. I think that works. And we need a one-handed one. Yeah, that works. Cause real basic dunker, not a real big athlete, anything like that. But he's big, pretty decent length arms, and he can shoot the ball. He can shoot it. Let's look at the attributes for Steve Smith. He was 28. He got the lowest rating, like I said, of anyone in this episode, only getting a 81. That's one of the lower ones, period. But he wasn't a great athlete. Didn't play a lot of defense. His assist numbers weren't that high, and then his shooting percentages that year weren't that high either. So we'll see if that's how close that is. I don't know. I don't know. This next episode I'm doing might have some people whose ratings might be a little bit lower. I'm not sure. But let's look at the badges for Mr. Smith. 15 badges, no golds, 6 bronze, and 5 silvers. So we'll see what's up with that. He's got four personality badges. I'm gonna go ahead and look at that. Look at the highlights for Steve Smith, and it's time for the next. It's time for the next one, the next hint. These guys that are coming up next, oh boy, it's going to be kind of obscure. But I will say this. One of the people included in the next episode, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, once said that he was the fastest dude he ever played against. So there you go. That's the hint. Let's check out these highlights.